Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cinco de Mayo. A little bit later than scheduled, of course. It is a long time since May the 5th. However, of course, for those who don't know, my PlayStation account was hacked, and I've only just got it back. So we are ready to hit up some lucha action. And I know what you're thinking. As soon as you think of lucha action, you think of these two big North American brutes. There we go. Brian Cage versus Karrion Kross. Of course, both of these two were in Lucha Underground. Cage as Cage. And Karrion Kross was the White Rabbit, wasn't he? I think, something like that. Yeah, this should be an interesting match to start things off. As you can see, Kross does have Scarlet Bordeaux at ringside. And this should be a very interesting match to see what happens. Both these guys desperate for some ranking points. As you would be. I think I'd love a few ranking points myself, to be honest. Why not? So it'll be interesting to see who pulls it out. Not just the ranking points, but also there's opportunities over the next few days to really earn yourself some unique opportunities. And both these guys are going to want to build up their momentum moving into those matches. Should they be involved, of course. I mean, a poor result here may not be enough for them. The battle it is on the outside, Karrion Kross, or the White Rabbit, if you will, sending Brian Cage back into the ring. The big boot in the guts. As Kross now looking to stamp on the arm. So in tonight's show, we're going to have got this match, of course, we're starting off with. Then we will have a 6-man tag as Worldwide Underground. A little bit of a looser version of Worldwide Underground. Johnny Mundo, Jack Evans, and Angelico will team up to take on Azteca Underground, current in MLW, of course. We will have La Parca and his two sons, El Hijo de La Park and LA Park Jr. And then in our main event tonight, we will see Prince Puma's debut here in SWE as he goes one-on-one against Rey Mysterio Jr. So lots of cool stuff up for grabs tonight. Of course, this is a 3-day show, so 9 matches altogether here in this Cinco de Mayo special. And of course, if you're not already, make sure you are subscribed in our Discord as well. You can put forward suggestions for random matches and, of course, our Cyber Sunday streams. And of course, if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel for lots more fantabulous wrestling stuffs. And also, like the video, it helps me. I like it when people like the video because it means more people find the video, then they like the video, then more people find them, and then all of a sudden I become mega rich and famous. That's what I want. Some people say it's all about the fans and enjoying yourself. No, it's about the money. I want money. Oh, God. I should not drink beer while I make these recordings at all, should I, really? I think this might be Kross's... No, this is not Kross's debut. I think he has wrestled once so far. I was supposed to check this before I started the recording, and I completely forgot. Brian Cage, of course, has had a few matches, including a random match yesterday when he took on Marco Stunt. Brian Cage now with a pin. Only a 2 count. Brian Cage once again now stalking Karrion Kross. And looks like he's going to take him up looking for that Steiner screwdriver. Brian Cage, the man, the myth, the machine with the 1, the 2, but not the 3. Was not able to keep Kross's spine on the pine. And now Brian Cage is very agile for a big man. He's going to try and show that by going up high. Misses the elbow drop, though. Big boot in the gut by Karrion Kross, who now stalks Brian Cage. Kross now taking Cage up. And, ooh, nice. Drops him in the Coquina clutch from the Falcon Arrow. Will he put Cage out? Will Cage then have to tap? Do machines tap? Doesn't look that way, does it, at the moment? No. Brian Cage has managed to roll it through and then gets his elbows right into the gut of Karrion Kross. Now has actually busted him open as well. Cage now looking for a pump handle. Death Valley driver. And Brian Cage in full control of this match once again after breaking free from that Coquina clutch. Only a 2 count once again. So again, we'll have a couple of championship matches on night 3. I think we've got an extra championship match tomorrow. We're not going to have all the belts done on every single show because it gets a bit much to try and do number 1 contenderships and everything. So we are going to have the Hardcore Championship starting tomorrow's show, where the Big Show will defend against Vampiro and Matanza Cueto. And then on the final day's show, Jeff Cobb will defend his SWE Championship. And, of course, we will also see Charlotte defend her Women's Championship as Brian Cage, for the 2nd time in the match, F5's Karrion Kross. And that's enough for the man, the myth, the machine to keep Kross's spine on the pine. Interesting match then. So Brian Cage picks up himself another ranking point, which he'll be very happy with, of course. I'm quite happy with us as well, to be honest. There's the big Steiner screwdriver. I'm surprised that wasn't enough, to be honest. But it ended up being the 2nd of the F5s that finally finished off Karrion Kross. See, that was the Death Valley driver. And there we go then. Victory for Brian Cage. And here we go, then, match number 2 of the evening. Worldwide Underground. Johnny Mundo alongside Jack Evans and Angelico take on the team Azteca Underground. We have got LA Park up front, the father, and the 2 sons, LA Park Jr., who is the more angry-looking version, on the left, and we have El Hijo de la Park, who is the guy with the more red and yellow attire, on the right. Debuts, then, for the Parks tonight. Of course, all 3 of them are currently wrestling in MLW, which is a little bit of a rehash of Lucha Underground that's going on at the moment. It's called Azteca Underground. It's more of a stable. They brought in Dario Cueto along with Mil Muertes, and these 3 guys also working as part of that stable as well. So it's pretty interesting at the moment. And I'm sure both of these teams will be desperate to get a hold of this ranking point. Of course, we finally have crowned our first SWE Tag Team Champions. And now it's the case for all these teams to try and showcase their desire and their right to be a challenger to try and remove those Tag Team Championships away. And of course, Worldwide Underground have been a little bit more involved. They were involved in the Dusty Classic Tag Team Tournament as well. But like I said, the first time we're seeing the Parks or Azteca Underground as part of this universe. And that's what we like, fresh names. Fresh names on the ranking system. Of course, if you want to see the ranking system, you can head down to the description below. There will be a link showcasing the women's rankings, the tag team, the men's, and the women's tag team as well. So lots of stuff there that's useful in case you so need it. It's also very useful if you are looking to suggest some random matches in our Discord to see exactly who is looking strong and who needs a bit of help. Because there are plenty of people that need a bit of help, to be honest. El Hijo de la Park there with the reverse Frankenstein, the Poison Rana, if you will. That is LA Park, his father, in the ring with him. Angelico currently fighting with LA Park Jr. on the outside and this near side. Jack Evans out on the right-hand side of the ring. Armbar locked in by El Hijo de la Park. Is El Hijo de la Park? What's his actual name? Am I making this up? Yeah, El Hijo de la Park. Okay. I might not be pronouncing it 100% correct. I've only ever seen it written down, so I'm really just going free ball on this at the moment, to be honest with you. Johnny Mundo now dropping Park neck first across that top rope. And all of a sudden, the numbers game is in the hand of Worldwide Underground. There's a pin attempt here by Jack Evans on LA Park. He said he could have... What? How have they won that quick? Well, it is what it is. victory for Worldwide Underground. I don't know how they've managed to pick up that win so quickly, to be honest. They've really just absolutely aced that. I thought this match was going to go a decent amount of time. We're going to see some great high-flying action, but not to be the case. Jack Evans able to pin LA Park pretty early on. And this is a good victory for these three guys. Fantastic for the Hybrid 2 as a tag team. And of course, fantastic for Johnny Mundo, who needs these extra points to lift himself up the singles rankings, as well as he looks to fight himself into a championship picture. Well, there we go then. Let's move on to our main event of the evening. And here we go then. Here is that main event. We have got Prince Puma going one-on-one against Rey Mysterio. This should be interesting. Prince Puma, really one of the stars of Lucha Underground. Now, just to clear things up, we have said in the past that people who are other people, if that makes sense. So I think the majority of us know that Prince Puma is Ricochet. I think that's pretty obvious to say. But however, since it was never portrayed in the ring that Prince Puma was Ricochet, it was portrayed as a completely separate character, we will be treating them as separate characters as part of our ranking system as well. That makes sense? So, for example, Cactus Jack and Mankind and Mick Foley are considered as one entity because it was quite openly put forward by commentators and the show that they were the same person. Whereas, because these are two different people, a bit like with Mil Muertes as well, Mil Muertes and Judas Messias, there'll be two separate people because they were different characters. And the same with, what's the guy's name? Santos Escobar in NXT. He was also what was he called now in, I want to say he's El Fantasmo, but that's a new person now, isn't it? I think it was El Fantasmo. I think it was, El Fantasmo. Something like that. But he was also King Cuerno. All three of those will be regarded as separate characters as well. That's the way we're playing it. And it does help us build the rankings up even more. And this is proper lucha, isn't it? This is the lucha people are expecting. We are going to see some more of this moving forward. I mean, tomorrow we have a Hardcore Championship match. We have a women's #1 contendership triple threat. And we will have an 8-man Aztec warfare match where the winner will go on to face Jeff Cobb for the SWE Championship on night number 3. I thought Ray was going to go 619 there. Changed his mind towards the end, just dropping his body weight across the back of Puma, who catches Ray with a jawbreaker, then into the big clothesline as well. Ray slowly bringing himself back up to his feet, and Puma is stalking him with that big spear, taking Ray off the corner. Ray now with a dragon screw. Damage in the leg, and that's a very wise move for these two. Of course, they both rely so heavily on their legs to help them spring and hit some of these attacking maneuvers. By damaging a leg or a knee in the process, you can completely remove your opponent's offense, which is a very effective move if you're looking to go on and win this one. What a DDT on the apron by Prince Puma on Rey Mysterio. Both guys back into the ring now. Puma with a running leg lariat. Ray slowly back up to his feet, but Puma just spears him off the apron, now heading up to the top. We're going to see the man dive. Ray slowly getting back up to his feet. Prince Puma awaits, and oh, what a takedown. Little rotation in the air and just flattens Ray. Puma brings Ray back up to a standing base, now up on the shoulder. Going to drop him face first on the ring steps. Every now and again, this match becomes a bit more of a brawl than we expected, and that was one of the occasions there as Puma, like I said, dropped Ray's head on the steps. In with a flatliner now, of course, taking a card from Mil Muertes' book. It's only enough for a 2 count. Puma now brings Ray back up to a standing base, and now into that Northern Light suplex rolls through and deadlifts him up into the suplex. Beautiful maneuver. Prince Puma heads up to the top. Is he thinking? He does. The 680. Is it 680? 630. 630 senton. That should be enough. It's not. Ray able to kick out just in time. But Puma definitely in control of this match. Does he have enough to finish off the legend that is Rey Mysterio? Nice takedown. Once again, Puma heading up to the top. This time dropping an elbow into the spine of Rey Mysterio. Puma now taking Ray up onto the shoulders. Gonna drop him gut first across that middle, across the apron. Nice super kick right in the face there by Puma. Brings Ray back up to his feet once again. The referee is counting here. Ray able to fly free and get back into the ring. Ray now with the Hurricane taking down Puma and catches him 619. Is he thinking West Coast pop? No, he's thinking about feeling a little bit froggy. There he is. His homage, of course, to Eddie Guerrero. Drops into the pin for the 1, the 2, and not the 3, though. Again, Prince Puma able to break free. Could not keep his spine on the pine. Ray going to head up high once again. And he's going to go for the big splash. But Puma saw it coming. Gets the knees up. Puma now flatliner once again on Ray. Dead center of the ring. Drops into the pin. I believe I could see blood there dribbling from the head. And Ray is out. Ray got put out by the flatliner. And Prince Puma is victorious in the main event of night 1 of Cinco de Mayo. And there we go. Puma gets his victory. And Puma gets himself his first ranking point in his debut as well, actually. Exactly what he will have wanted. It's not been great for Ray. I think Ray is already pretty low in the rankings, to be honest. He would have hoped to have been a little bit higher. And with this loss, he's not really helping himself at all. But now Puma is definitely putting himself forward. Now, we are going to be doing the Cruiserweight Championship tournament at some point in the near future. And Puma may have just very much confirmed himself as possibly one of the favourites. He's just beaten an absolute Cruiserweight legend in the shape of Rey Mysterio. So has Puma just secured himself, like I said, as one of the favourites possibly to go on and win the Cruiserweight Championship. We'll find out. That is it for tonight's show. I hope you have enjoyed. Of course, if you have, hit the like button, subscribe, all that other good stuff, and we'll see you again tomorrow for part 2 of our Cinco de Mayo show. We'll have 2 triple threats. Firstly, for the Hardcore Championship, the Big Show makes his defense against Vampiro and Matanza Cueto. And after that, we'll see the triple threat between Taya Valkyrie, Thunder Rosa, and Eva Lise. The winner of that one will get an opportunity at Charlotte's SWE Women's Championship. But yes, I know Thunder Rosa's getting the opportunity again. But Thunder Rosa was part of the Lucha Underground roster, which is why she's getting this opportunity. And we'll main event tomorrow's show with a 8-man Aztec Warfare elimination. Brian Cage, Prince Puma, Mil Muertes, Pentagon, Phoenix, Karrion, Kross, Rey Mysterio, and the Mac. I'll leave it there. Good night. God bless. Auf Wiedersehen, all the other good stuff. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.